nothing, things will remain the same. Now, I'm gonna keep on saying it, and I'm gonna keep on speaking up for my young brother Sanders and anybody out there that's being treated wrong. I'm gonna always have that fight in me, cause it ain't even about talking about his draft stock. It ain't even about talking about him being drafted in like late. Bless up to you, man. Bless up to you, Tina Marie. Much love to you. Thank you for being in the building. But it's to show you that, and I'm gonna say this, and I don't care. YouTube could strike me, but America and others need to stop trying to control black people. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. America and others need to stop trying to control black people. Because the only reason Shador Sanders is going through this nonsense is because you don't like Deion Sanders and you want to control the young boy. But a Caucasian quarterback could do whatever they want. Okay, and this been happening throughout American history where Caucasian quarterbacks could do what they want in college. They could do what they want in the NFL, and they'll still have a career, and people will still respect them. But a young black quarterback like Shador Sanders got to go through drama, got to go through hell, and then y'all still don't even respect him as a human. Because all of the nonsense that Shador Sanders is going through right now, if he was Caucasian, he wouldn't go through none of this. He wouldn't. He wouldn't. But for the simple fact that America is still a country that likes to lie, and you are so hurt that you don't like to see young black men and young black women be themselves, but you want young black men and young black women to be in a systematic set. You want them to play your game. No, no. And I'm going to always ride with Shador Sanders because he got to talk on interviews and he got to kiss butt and he got to talk a certain way. But everybody out there already know the deal that's going on when they throw the cameras in front of his face, how he got to answer questions a certain way. When are we going to come to a time in life when black people could be free in this world for real and we don't got to look over our shoulders because Caucasian people think they rule us? I'm not living like that, and I don't want none of my people to live like that too. So when you talk about like peace or positivity, it ain't no peace and positivity with them yet. It ain't never been no peace and positivity with them. Okay, because being black in America and being black in this world, Caucasian people and others always pose a threat to us. Always had a problem. Why? You know, and I always say, what is your problem? You know, because you'll like to define black people and what goes on in the streets, right? But everybody in this world have people that's in street things. So if you want to judge black people from black people being in the streets, no, don't do that. Because the last time I checked, if you have Caucasian people in America, right, call themselves the KKK, that hated many people, but hated Jews and blacks mostly. What are you teaching? Because I'm sick of when y'all could let white males and white females get away with things, but soon as a black man scratch the wall or a black woman scratch the wall, this is when you have a problem with it. Because the sad thing about it is right now, what is Shador Sanders' career going to be in the NFL? You lit this fire. He was just being a young man, being himself. Why, you hate that he got swag or style, or you hate that he got confidence? What happened with Johnny Manziel? What happened with people like Mark Sanchez and all of them? You let them slide. But I'm sick of you pointing the finger at young black males and young black females when we show not an attitude, but when we show we not taking the nonsense no more. We're not taking the norm, okay? Cause it's okay for you to beat us down, right? But do you think the people that you beat down, do you think that their generation, their kids, are gonna stand for the nonsense? You've been beating black people down in America for years and years, and nobody hasn't seen what you've been doing. You've been putting it behind the scenes in sports, in music, and a lot of stuff. And well, we had civil rights in the 60s, but it still ain't no civil rights for black people in America and around the world, because you still point the finger and you still treat us like we're some second class citizens when we're no second class citizens. Okay, because if you really want to be politically correct, you are second class citizens in this universe. Okay, because I could go near the sun, but you can't go near the sun. And this to show you many Caucasian people in this world, y'all don't like to talk about it, but y'all are very insecure. Okay? And y'all don't like to talk when we speak about what's going on and what y'all been doing. Y'all say we're hating. No, why don't you speak to your people of what they done to black people in this world? But y'all will never do that. Because it's just like they'll say Trump is going crazy. No, Trump is doing the same thing that his friends taught him to do. Okay? This is so when you talk about Democrats or Republican, it ain't nothing about no Democrat and Republican. It's the same white America, Caucasian America, treating everybody else like they're less. I'm not for that. Okay? This ain't the 1800s. This is not the 19th century. This is the 20th century where we ain't playing that. We're not playing that. Because now the man got to go find a contract in the NFL, or he got to try to keep himself on a team that don't like him, and that's the problem. Okay? A lot of Caucasian people used to tell black people go back to Africa. Okay. Did we tell them go back to the mountains? Hmm? So like, is a crime when Caucasian people in this world think that they could treat melanated people a certain way, and when melanated people stand up, you want to call them beasts. Okay, I'm gonna put it to you like this for all the Caucasian people that don't want to understand certain things. A lot of the drama, a lot of the negative energy, and a lot of the crime and a lot of the bad things that's going on is because of your people. They created it. Okay, and they still created it till this day of why the NFL is rotten, the NBA is rotten, MLB is rotten. Those are your three major sports leagues in America that don't have respect for black people, and we are the ones that put seats in them crowds. Okay, we are the ones that make people watch your sports. Okay, because no matter how much you try to blackball us, right? Your white athletes don't turn the TVs on. Your white athletes don't put butts in seats. Melanated people in America put butts in seats when it comes to your sports entertainment. But you still don't show no respect. Black people in America and the world, wake up. Okay? Stop dancing. And stand up to the podium and be who you're supposed to be. Because you see, they don't respect us. They just like to use us. For real. They just like to use us. Because the same Deion Sanders that y'all hated and loved in the 90s, y'all want to treat his sons bad now. Shiloh Sanders was waived from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Because him and another player got into a little scuffle. But then they want to blame the scuffle on one of the reasons why they're waiving him from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, when he ain't tried his best to make that team. And this is why I tell you, y'all lied in this world. Because when it comes to sports and when it comes to music, Y'all hide and act like black people ain't gotta bust their butt 20 times to try to meet up to white people in this world and others in this world. We have to work 20 times harder than others while others just get the trade. Okay? And we have to work a million times harder just to see the plate. People don't even got to do nothing and they get the plate. We got to work a million times just to look at the plate. So, all of the nonsense that you think that's going on that you could keep being unfair, this is why we're going to say this. And I'm going to say this for us. You evil Caucasian people in the world, do never try to mix Jah Rastafari with your In God We Trust. Because you know why? It's just to show you the truth that they don't want to. The truth that they don't want it to be revealed is as they made gods for people to believe in and they keep on making the people suffer. You made a fake God for the people to believe in, right? But you ain't never like the people to fight back. Why you think they don't like when melanated people and other people step up to the plate? Because every time you step up to the plate, right? That's when they shut you back down. But you'll want us to get on our knees and praise, oh God, oh this and that, and nothing happens while you keep on doing devilish and demon acts around the world and in America. And nobody says nothing? No. It's time to pull the sheets off. It's time to show their true colors and show who they are. Because it's too much disgrace and nasty nonsense going on in this world and nobody says nothing about it. And Caucasian males, you and your Caucasian woman as well, thinking that you can get away with the nonsense. And when people speak like me, y'all want to think y'all could beat us down. There's no more of that because we coming with more than God. Okay? And we never coming with your fake, materialistic, ugly, lying, sadistic God. How could you give the people God and you do devilish acts to humans? What God do you know? God ain't help you build America. Black people, blood, sweat, and tears helped you build America. But you still think that you giving us Barack Obama was something. You still think you lying is something. Jah Rastafari to the world. Free up the people.